Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. Logic says this must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion, the Cuprous Kinema motor carriage. Open the door. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. The pull-out toolbox. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized. Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools like some men are. He's clearly a little protective of his tools, but what can you do? Work is work. We could get a pry bar, chain cutters, a flashlight. We'll push it in, but we know now that we have stuff in there. I'm picking up the radio. The frequency tableau lights up and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye, and then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static. This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you? Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on. Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you. This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? A voice replies in the radio. Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report. Just a second, officer. She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while you hear an old man greeting you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar. 10-2, 10-5, this is 41st, come in, over. A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle smoking with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas, the radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop and cops know the relay code. 10-4, station 41. I've got urgent business, over. 10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. Okay, message received, relay message. What's your status? Over. Just reporting in. Over. State your message, sir. I need to report my badge missing. Oh, 10-9. Over. My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over. Is it him? A dry voice asks in the background. What does he want? Says he lost his badge and needs to report it. He what? He lost his badge? Say nothing. Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick. He tries to speak through laughter. Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity. Dick Mullen's not your name, it's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself immediately, they are laughing at you. Haha, officer has lost his badge, haha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically. Oh goddammit, is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this. Satellite Officer Vicomere is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station, over. Mullen dicked us. Come on, operator, tell them to stop, this is serious. He's asking you to stop, says this is serious. Of course it's serious, he lost his fucking badge. Satellite Officer Vicomere concurs, losing your badge is serious, over. Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it. And we reported our badge missing, we gained our experience, and we have to track down our badge. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over. Fuck me, Mac. Come here, you've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge. What's going on? Super cop here lost his badge. He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. Could you all please just stop saying lost his badge for a moment? He asked you to please stop saying he lost his badge. Why? Did he find it? The room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter. Sergeant Thorson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over. Reaction, fair. You don't have a comeback, sorry. It's hard to think like this. Say nothing. He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. You can hear laughter in the background. Was that red? Oh, reaction speed. I'm not good at that. Enough with this. Now I have other things to discuss. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over. The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you. New heights even for Captain Silver. Ask him if he lost his gun too. The roars with laughter. Sergeant Thorson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over. Check your pocket, check your holy fuck, you don't know where it is, do you? Oh god, it's not here. Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone. Don't sweat it, Bratton. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun, it's not all over, says the horrific necktie. 10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Let's play drama. Fair. Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain. No, of course I didn't lose my gun. Fuck it, I didn't lose my gun. He says he didn't lose his gun or his fun, whatever that means. Ask him to describe it. His gun, not his fun. Just the gun will do. Satellite Officer Lane wants a description of your weapon. Over. Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun. Eh? Look, I don't have it, alright? I don't have my gun. He says he doesn't have it. Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, can't he? The man succumbs to laughter again. This isn't really a laughing matter. Mac can face the giant of Coconur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants. Oh, I can't. Fuck, he lost. Ask him if he still has his wiener. I'm not going to. Ask him. Sergeant Thorson here is wondering if you're still in possession of your genitalia. Over. I left it at his mama's after I fucked her ass all night. Tell him that. That's a negative, not going to say that. Over. What's he saying? Share with the class. He said he sodomized your mother with it. The prick ate mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got. Sure, vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate. Shut up, Chester, this isn't funny, this is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now. Sergeant Thorson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. Hey, if you don't like the fallout, maybe don't fuck with the Firewalker. Mac, he says maybe you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place. Who? The disbelief in Vikimara's voice is overwhelming. Firewalker. I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater, sir. Firewater? He lost it. Fuck it, tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun, that's the only thing that matters. I heard him and I'm on it. Track your gun. 10-4 affirmative, officers in pursuit of his firearm. They're static. Oh god, the man is fighting back tears. Officers, do you need further assistance? This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss. Okay, 10-4, sir, I hear you. Relay your question. Wait, before you say anything stupid, think it through. What's there to think about? You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone. 10-4, sir? I'm not hearing your question. He isn't alone in the room. I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth? What is it? He's still on the line? He wants to verify the information on his badge. But of course, he says, Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacolian Cavalry Force. Tell him to stop wasting time. Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM? Well, does he actually want something, or is he hellbent on disrupting our work? He's asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCM. For God's sake, cut this shit out. Tell him to stop wasting time. Be a goddamn policeman for a change. I heard him. Oh, John, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself. That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12. Visitors present here. Over. Yeah, let's wrap this up. 10-10, transmission completed, standing by, over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out, the static ends with loud click. Then everything is silent in the cabin. 18 kilometers to the south in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Pidieu, around a dozen cups. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minard enters. Her left arm is in bandages and hair trimmed short. What's going on in here? Did something happen? She asks, startled. Jean Wickemeyer turns to her and says, What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seems confused, delirious even. He stops to think. Mac, the torso Torsen, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner Chester McLean near the entrance. Suddenly he interjects, Yeah, man was fucked alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me. The tall ginger on his right still has tears of laughter in her eyes. Yeah, Mac's right, that was some gnarly shit there. Satellite Officer Wickemeyer bites down on his knuckles. Enough, he shouts across the room. The commotion dies down. All eyes turn to him. None of this is funny. It's fucking sad, that's what it is. He's a cop, he's one of us. Goddamn it, this. Minot looks down at her neatly polished black shoes. There's a quiet firmness to her voice when she speaks. We must help him. Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning, get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man. I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't. The crowd in the room has started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out unnoticed. Meg, man the door. He gestures Thorsten to block the doorway and then turns to Minot. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better, I want to get worse. Those were his words. He sighs heavily and turns to address the room. This shit does not leave the room. Not a word of this to the cap nor anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together. Opal lights another cigarette and says, I guess I can hold off the report for a few days. Good. Okay everybody, nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs, now get back to work. We got 5 experience. Far north on the other side of the motor well, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage. Close the door. To leave? Because I want to save in between, because that's very long. No. I didn't click there, I clicked here. I have to track down my badge and my gun. The gun. Someone high up in the union, someone local who saw you with it before you passed out, the Whirling's absent bartender. You could also ask the local pawn shop. Maybe you just stumble across the badge down the line. Miracles happen. And cause a Lazarus. Please connect me to the Station 41st Lazarus. Nix Gottlieb. You hear man clearing his throat briskly, then an answer. Gottlieb, what do you want? He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy. I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me. Oh, the man is unpleasantly surprised. It's you. Yeah, it's Firewalker here. Firewalker? Yes, you are. Just don't breathe in the general direction of your fire feet. Actually, wait. Do exactly that. Put yourself out of your misery. Take a deep diaphragmatic breath in and you hear an exaggerated inhale and a long exhale on the other end of the line. A glorious sight, your body, tired from the vastness of the vision that haunts it, burning up in a flame fed by your own living breath. I feel like you're making fun of me. I'm the most serious person in the station, detective. Now, do you have any current pressing medical problems? I think I've developed extreme photosensitivity. That's because you're hungover. Even the radio waves coming from your direction smell like liquor. Do you feel like your eyes are twitching too? Yes. That's the tiny vessel pulsating from high blood pressure, stupid officer. You might be sustaining permanent damage to your vision as we speak. Not much I can do about it. I'm not an eye doctor. But what kind of doctor are you then? The busy kind. It's not life-threatening, just annoying. For you. I've got more important things to do here. I've lost my memory, all of it. With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised. There's no surprise in his voice, only careless superiority. You're not surprised? Okay. Anything else? What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely. It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care. I think I've had an heart attack. And you survived. Congratulations. Are you mobile? Yes. Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life. He's an asshole. Accept that the body is an object and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours before the rest goes too. Isn't there anything you can do for me? What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body? Yes, I want the truth. You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime. And no, I don't want to hear political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like McTorson. It's not fucking cryoactylate, it's superglue, Doc. Yep. So he would be like the physical guy that we had the possibility to take. I guess that's it for now. The phone clicks. Suddenly you hear the already familiar voice. Anything else I can help you with? I'm done with the radio for now. 57 over and out. Close the door. We'll use the car later, not now. So we have a job to do, but I want to read that sign here before, and that sign. Pigs go home, the street name is illegible. They don't like pigs here. Close for winter, please use main entrance. Okay. We'll take a look around here later, but let's go inside and finally do something about our investigation. We're wasting our time out there. Let's right click, do something? No. The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Guard, right? You run this place. Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
It's like when you left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet. Kim is about to say something later.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper and hands it to
You
the
said
lieutenant.
You just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What? Of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
3.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here, and I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective?
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. Right then, questions. I got this. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Where exactly is the body? Behind this building there's a courtyard. He points to the kitchen behind him. They hoisted him up on a tree there. And how do we get there then? That's easy. See that door there? He points to the west. First you exit through that, then to your right you should see a big hole in the fence, a really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there, no need for the keys. The hole is big enough for a Franco-Nigerian army cavalry to fit through. For the Franco-Nigerian cavalry. Great. Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice. Why did Sylvie go away? Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this. No, before I asked you where, now I'm asking you why she left. Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back and because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that. The lieutenant opens his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Thank you, he says. Mystery solved. Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to investigate the lynching, not my employer conduct. Everything has something to do with everything. Good for you. Was there something else? Who killed him? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. Did you kill him? What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. That's all. And we got to level up. And got a new skill point. Let's go, says Kim Kitsuragi. Not so fast, says Gate. You owe me 130 real. No one is saying the multi-patterned necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination, but... Let's bail. Time to push the eject button. Sounds like a responsibility. You don't like those. What's real? I know what real is. I already have that. I don't owe you shit. Oh, he puffs with indignation. You don't owe me shit? Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit, you owe me money. Kim turns to me calmly. We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instruction from him. This is the proprietor. You remember? You remember? He called me a foot. Called me an officer? He called me nothing. Alright, calm down. What is this about? You know I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking asshole off the boat. The next day when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please just give me the money. Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him. What do I owe this place for? Let's see, 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work, so don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Now the thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 is 130 real, and yes, real is still money. Can I say yes? Can I just say yes? I've got a point here, I'll do that later. Did I just hear my necktie speak to me twice? No one is saying that. No one is saying the tie can talk. That would be ludicrous. It's just that you should arrest him. It would be wiser. He wants to take your money. I'm not comfortable with this. Try to somehow tuck the tie away. The lieutenant watches you fiddle with your horrific tie, sweat stains forming from your armpits. He puts his hand on your shoulder. If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either. But what exactly is money? What, are you brain damaged? Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality. Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Is this money? Yes, it is. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm down to 90, alright? No, you see, there's a tinge of sadness in the voice. That's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real. Okay. The cafeteria manager stands silently looking at the coppers on the counter before him. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have? Darkness writes. It does, doesn't it? There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsaragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. And he still doesn't have money, and I'm not going to arrest him for making me pay for what I did. 0.4 it was. What happens now? He turns to Gut turns to the lieutenant. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then he shrugs. Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. I don't remember where my home is. Officer, A pattern of creases appears on his forehead. You really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now. The man wants to say something, then thinks better of it. Good luck. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it? I really don't remember. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? South, far away, or Marvel Hill? Near to the south? You don't really know, do you? I have only a vague blackened image. A vague blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building? You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear. So we have here the pay for damages quest, but here we have a thoughts menu. We have the lonesome long way home. Temporary research bonus, +1 encyclopedia, factual memory returns. Research time 6 hours and 5 minutes. We have not a solution yet. Let's rewind, let's trace our drunken steps back home, jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here, fall over, get up, get off the asphalt in 20 minutes, shuffle your feet through the courtyards, scaring little children, go under the great raised motor track, the 81 until you reach the domain imminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down to Main to Perdition, there's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. So we can go to Perdition Street at the main alley in North Jamrock, but we will internalize this. And now we're just thinking about the lonesome way home. There's other stuff which we might be able to think about later. Oh, if we pick another thing here about Hobocop, aces high, aces low. I don't know how it works yet, but I think I can do that now. Okay. Good. Okay. Then let's talk to the nice lady over here. But let's actually do that in the next episode. See you then.